This is basically everything you need to go off-roading today. You got 2 high, 4 high, neutral, and 4 low. That's everything you need. This is the brand new 2023 Jeep Wrangler 2-door, my favorite amount of doors, Sport S 4x4, and its price is $44,555. Now, what we're gonna do is find out if this vehicle is worth that. The 2-door Wrangler is among my favorites. So stay tuned as we go through all the features, the test drive, look at the engine, drive it, see what it's like, turning, steering, all the things we can find. Make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned. The 2-door Jeep Wrangler is probably one of my favorites, and for good reason, because it gives you everything that you need with the Jeep, and you can still do a little bit more. Like, honestly, looking at it, the inside looks bigger. It's bigger on the inside than what it looks like on the outside. On the outside, it looks so small. It looks very nimble, but inside it's actually got like good space. And my buddy Jordan would say, yeah, man, it's got some good space. But I'm gonna go around the corner so I can actually get a little bit of a better view of this vehicle, because for brand new being $44,000, the base price is $31,195. I want to get a full experience and see if this is enough for anybody, and if moving up to a 4-door Wrangler is even necessary. A lot of Jeep guys say that the 4-door Wrangler is not a real Jeep, and I've already stated that the Jeep Wrangler 4-door is my least favorite. So let's get this video started. First thing I notice is that it does have a nice, clean, crispy, clear backup camera right here. And to be honest, this thing has a good angle, like good wide range, because I could see the girl walking that was behind me on the camera before I would have ever seen here, because I saw here and then looked and she still wasn't even there yet till like a moment, because it has like a super like wide angle lens. Most of them are usually about like 160, which is almost 180 degrees. 180 degrees would be completely flat. All right, let's go. As far as the way that it feels at first glance, just driving in a small parking lot, it feels smooth. Oh wow, I went over a speed bump slash curb and I didn't even really notice it. Like, it almost felt like I didn't actually run it over. I'm gonna try to test out the driving ability of this car, because one of my favorite features of this car, the 2-door Jeep Wrangler, is its superior turning radius. Like, the literal length of the axles, the front axle and the rear axle, the distance is like so much shorter than so many other cars, as well as the space that's available for the front wheels. It allows for an increased turn radius. So not only do you have a good turning radius, but it's easy to make the turn. It has a lighter and shorter frame, so it's going to be better fuel economy. You know, you can go off-roading for longer. It still comes with 4 seats, so I don't see why you need 4 doors. Granted, I mean, yeah, 4 doors makes it a little easier to get more stuff in, I guess. But when you look in the inside, it almost looks just like the 4-door, just like a little bit less excessive. So let me tell you something about this vehicle. If you've never been in a vehicle like this with this kind of turning, the first time trying to make a little U-turn may surprise you, because superiorly easy to do a U-turn. Wow, it did a U-turn so easy. I was in the far left lane and there was a middle lane between me, like, you know, with a yellow. I went to the very first lane on the other side, like literally right after the line. I just made a quick U-turn. It was so simple. I'm going to show you right now again. Literally 1 lane. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. I was just saying to myself, think about a vehicle that's enjoyable to drive. And I found myself saying that exact phrase, but like laughing hysterically. That turning radius is priceless. I know I've digressed a little bit, but basically, my first impression is I have nothing but good things to say about this car. So one thing I think that's cool about this is how you switch into 4-wheel drive. When you're driving, you just slam the stick back and just keep pulling it till it goes to 4-wheel drive. While you're driving, and it's really rugged. You have to be kind of assertive with it when you're pulling it. You can't pull it gently, and it's not just some button you're pulling. I almost missed my turn, so I had to stop real quick. And telling you, the lightweight frame of this vehicle makes it easy to turn into places at the last second, as well as that quick turning radius. I was able to like just zip right in there. Really, this is like a charm type of vehicle. This is the original, based off the original Jeep Wrangler. Even the Jeep Gladiator was originally 2 doors, which I like. That's probably would be an old vehicle I would like to get if I ever had the chance, like an old Gladiator, something unique like that. Funny, when you're in 4x4, you can feel that little resistance with the steering, like at slow speeds. All right, I'm about to show you with the Jeep Wrangler an example of its turning radius capability in this parking lot right here. This is the Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram parking lot, so don't worry, it's closed. These spaces are the average size of a parking spot, so keep that in mind when you're considering like how easy it's making these turns, all right? Basically, the turning radius on this thing is ridiculous. Dare I say redonkulous. Like the turning radius is like, it's superb. And this is because, look at this, the short frame of this car. With this having a little bit more space, and this having this open style, it allows you to be able to make sharper turns. It allows you to have such a crazy turn radius because you don't have fender parts blocking your turning, you know, so where they have to stop it at a certain port, you know. You can have that kind of flexibility. Like the turning on this thing is ridiculous. I've driven this vehicle many times in the past, but it's been some years since I've driven a 2-door Jeep Wrangler. It's like I'm re-inspired, man, something else. If you're not understanding, there's a reason why they say if you don't got the 2-door Jeep Wrangler, you don't got a real Jeep. Because the thing is, without this 2-door Jeep, without having these 2 axles so close, without having that tight turn radius, this wouldn't be the Jeep Wrangler that it is. That's the reason why that statement exists. Now, I didn't make the statement up. I'm just stating what the statement is, okay? Don't hate the messenger. These new Jeep Wranglers are the JL models. You can definitely tell the difference when you look right here. It's got this headlight right here, opposed to the JK ones. They have the little headlight right here. Like this headlight was basically right here, but other than that, everything else pretty much looked the same. Jeep is good at maintaining their Jeep look. 2 circle headlights is kind of like got that old style from when it first came out for like, what is it, World War I or something. It came out a long time ago. It's been able to maintain that same simplistic style, but they've been able to mix it with new modern day technology, you know, new styling things, you know, without ruining that, you know, that je ne sais quoi that comes with the 2-door Jeep Wrangler right there. Now, something I love about this one right here is this color. This color is ridiculous. This gray, I don't want to butcher the name of it. Let's look at, oh, here we go. So this one is Stingray Cloth V6. This one came with a V6, but did you know that Jeep came out with a new engine? The Hurricane engine is a V6 twin turbo engine, like 500 horsepower. Oh man, I'm gonna do a video on that engine specifically, a video just for that, because that thing is monumental. I've been talking about how Jeep, the only thing Jeeps are missing now is a turbo. Just take this same engine that's in here and turbocharge it, and you would have such a great vehicle. But I digress. This one comes with, on the stock size, is 245, 75, or 17. So 17-inch rims in case you got lost in all that bajab. I love how the Wranglers are coming decked out with all the black emblem pieces, little decals, and you also get to keep your little secret hidden Jeep features. As you look around the vehicle with Jeeps, you'll notice that there's little itty-bitty little Jeeps around the vehicle in sporadic little random places, so you kind of gotta look for them. I'm not gonna point them out because they're kind of like Easter eggs in a way. Among all the details, this one is a different one. This one is Earnhardt Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Gilbert, Arizona. That's where this vehicle comes from. They were kind enough to let me do a video of this vehicle, the beautiful 2-door Jeep Wrangler, and I'd like to thank them for letting me do that. And also, if you're looking for a vehicle, you should come down there. They're in Gilbert, Arizona, right off the 202. Back to the video. As you look at the vehicle, as standard, the tow hook is black, but if you had like the 4xe, that would be blue. All the tow hooks would be blue. I think that's kind of cool. So, but with it being black, that leaves room for you to paint it if you decide to. As standard with all Jeeps, the back can be removed. I'm gonna see if I can unlock all the doors with this one back button. Oh, I didn't even have to push the button. I just touched it and unlocked that one. Let's see, are the other ones unlocked? Probably wouldn't matter because as soon as you touch it, it's unlocked. Yep, as soon as you touch it, all the doors unlocked. That's cool. I love that about that. Come in here, little storage extra, door hinges, room. I guess you could put some stuff in there. And then another cool thing I love is how this glass comes up. The amount of space in here isn't like ideal if you have like a whole bunch of people and you guys like to pack a lot of stuff. You're gonna have to be able to be a light packer or be resourceful with your packing. You're gonna have to pack. You're gonna have to play Tetris. You have to play Tetris in the back here. You're gonna have to be able to stack everything up accordingly just to be able to get it all up in here. Unless I got a buddy who has a Jeep Wrangler 2-door just like this, and he has like one of those little egg cartons that go on top like that. You know, it's like shaped like an egg. It's a carton. I didn't mean actual egg carton. But here's the thing: if you got no one sitting in here at all, this back seat can actually just go forward. Oh, yep. Woo! There we go. Plenty of space, and actually, this whole back seat can actually come out as well. It's actually simpler than I thought it would be. So I could probably just one hand pull this down right here. Now it's loose, it's free on both sides, and then this, you just pull this, and you see down here how it's already. You see how it's already free? I can literally just take it off right now. And then to get it back on, you just slam it back into gear. Now it's back to normal. And you see how now it's in there again, and it's just pivoting on that spring. So you got that, and then grab this little handle. Now it's locked back into place, and it's like you never even took it out. Probably only took like 30 seconds to do. One of the top features of the Jeep Wrangler is the roll cage that it comes with. They come with a cage built in, obviously, because people are going to be taking these off-road. They're literally built for going off-road, because that's what the Jeep Wrangler is all about. It's all about having you prepared for that off-road situation, you know? That's the reason why these vehicles were built. But it comes with little speakers up there, and they're facing down, so if it rains, the rain doesn't get right up in there. Though I'm sure they're water resistant. Okay, hopping in the back is easy. You can do it with one hand. There's a lever right here. Grab the handle right here, pull this forward. Now from here is where the squeeze is tight, because you can only go forward so much. You get the steering wheel there. For example, you know, it is what it is. Word of caution, I would suggest anyone that's going to be trying this to be moderately flexible, because it's a test of elasticity for sure. Gotta get in here, but it's doable. There we go. Put these up. That's better. This is much better, honestly. I got plenty of room back here. Put the seat back. It's semi-cramped back here. It's not that I couldn't sit back here as a grown man. It just would be a little uncomfortable. But it's perfectly fine for like a child, or maybe like a shorter adult, like someone who's maybe below 5'5" or something. But if you're gonna be 6 foot, I suggest you sit right there in the front seat. That's gonna be better. Unless you're gonna cramp it in there bro style, you know? Now when you get to the front of the vehicle, the front door, useful little storage cabbies right here, normal door right here. But the cool thing about this door is its ease of removability right here. It comes off these two hinges right here. You do gotta undo this and like unplug a wire or something, but other than that, it's pretty easy to undo and just take the doors off. As well as this front windshield is able to pivot forward. So this comes off these hinges. See, there's another hinge because this windshield can pivot forward. I know a lot of people complain about the previous model of the windshield, but now I guess they've resolved that issue. And the thing that's really cool about the Jeep Wrangler is its level of modularity. Like you see this right here, you can just pop the hood right here, just pop these down and lift it right up. And here it is, that Jeep Wrangler V6 engine right here. Not the most powerful engine from Jeep, but this engine is completely fine with this 2-door. Though there's gonna be still a lot of people that are gonna want to upgrade. Some people want superchargers. Some people are already gonna put their own turbochargers on it anyway to improve this vehicle's fuel efficiency and power just by doing a turbo, you know, giving people what they want. Hence the new Hurricane engine. This is the 3.6 liter V6 engine. And I've had the same engine inside the Jeep Gladiator that I've driven before. Off-road in the snow, 4x4, and it was a cool experience. Look at this Easter egg I just noticed. You see that in the headlight? It's got the little Jeep symbol right there. All right, it's time to check out these interior features. There's some kind of repeating feature that's in here. Sporadically in certain areas of the vehicle, like usually in like an area that's like storage where you're supposed to hold something. It's like this little pattern right here. It's like a moving pattern. I noticed it down here. It's in here. It's also down there. All right, I'm gonna show you real quick how easy it is to take this top panel off. 1, 2, 3, pop this down, and then 4, and then it's interlocked with the other one because this one's sitting under this one. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Just lift that. Just take off one, take off the other. But you're gonna have to hop up and take them off, obviously. But it's super easy. Like, it shows you how easy it is to do it. You just take them off and just put them in the back. You can see that when you take the tops off, it fits in the back here. You can close this up, and it seems like it fits just perfectly. It's like just enough space for that stuff to go in there. It's like you got to get it in there. You got to get it in there though, in there snug. Over on the passenger side, you see that it's got a nice little grab bar. You know, they call it the OSH bar because when someone's going off road and they're getting a little crazy, you gotta have something to grab on when it's OSH. They got one here and one here, but even look at that, even the driver's side has one. Other than that, the interior of this vehicle is actually pretty simple. Circular door vents, window rolling up takes place in the center instead of on the ends, climate control and all the other features, automatic start. This is basically everything you need to go off-roading today. You got 2 high, 4 high, neutral, and 4 low. That's everything you need. That's all you need. In a good off-roader's hands, that's all you need, because that's all they had back in the day. There wasn't mud mode, sand mode, and dirt mode. You just better make sure all your bases are covered. You got to make sure you got the right height of suspension, right size tires, right inflation of the tires, everything's got to be good with that. As far as being able to go off-road and have fun in a vehicle with a ridiculous turning radius, that means you can make turns on a dime. So when you're going off the road, off the trail, you know, you can be able to maintain that quick turn if you need to. Say, like, if something jumps on the road, whoop, whoop, you can make the quick maneuver. You need to be able to make quick maneuvers. Or if, like, say the turn comes up quicker than you expected, you can make that quick turn. It's not ridiculous to stop. It's easy to stop. It's easy to get going, easy to turn. Like, it's vehicle's easy. And when it comes time to putting this thing back on, fret not, it's super easy to put on. Flat side forward, and just line the little holes up. It's super easy to use. Just like that, it clips right back in. All you gotta do is flip the switches back. So that one, this clip, this clip, this clip, this clip, this clip, and that one. Good to go, all done. Literally, the last thing to look at now is just the dashboard. Very easy to understand multimedia system right here. It's like, it's self-explanatory. Climate, apps, is another climate control right here. Up here you do have your speedometer and the RPMs, and you got like a little small display right here that shows everything nice and clearly. It shows temperature, gas, you know, speedometer, all the basic stuff you need. And then the steering wheel right here, you know, the directional buttons to control the media system right here in the center of the dash. And then you got this button right here for cruise control. If I'm gonna be completely honest, the Jeep Wrangler, the 2-door Jeep Wrangler, is one of the dopest cars you can get. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, real quick, boom, quick test of the turning radius of the vehicle. Like, I just turned around this pole right here, like, super simple, and I didn't even have to go out of my way to do it. It's like almost like you're like a needle threading through. Like, it's so easy to just thread through certain areas and come on out the other side. It's super simple. I love this. And then its versatility, complete usability, like sitting in the back seat is perfectly fine. You got more than enough. It's almost, the 4-door Wrangler is not necessarily. If you're gonna get one, just get the Gladiator. That's what I would get. Driving this vehicle is cool. Like, it's an enjoyable vehicle to drive, like, no lie. So last question I have is this vehicle worth it? I feel like with everything you get right off the box, it's being the sport version, so it's kind of like a intro level of what comes basic with a Jeep Wrangler. So that's 4x4 capability. You know, you're gonna be able to go to 4 low. It's like fully modular, it's completely adjustable, and it's kind of like you get the most true to what a sunroof is. Like, you really get to experience the sun, and that comes standard. That's standard equipment with this vehicle. And that's something that's dope. Like, all this thing needs is a little bit of a turbo. With the recent release of the Hurricane, we can literally see where the future of Jeep is going, especially with the 4xe that's available. You can get the same vehicle in 4xe, so it's hybrid. So all I can say is stay tuned for more footage coming soon. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.